Goals. Juventus receiving the Serie A trophy as their domestic camp. Kulusevski had a blinder of a game for Parma, and he's going to be a huge... Europe beckons still for these two, despite no successful season. Stars tonight. First Serie A starts for Frabotta at fullback. A player ball changes in all, with only Cristante and Smalling surviving. And so the curtain comes down. Here's Perotti. Calafiori on the outside here. So born in Rome.
Just sold a bit short, Perotti, with the puck.
Bernardeschi pursued by Calafiori. Foul given.
And that was very clumsy. Of course,
defenders guarding the 6-yard box. In by Bernardeschi. Came off Cristante, I think.
What a ball.
Torre near post along with Rabiot. And that's a simple tap in for Gonzalo Higuain. Less than 5 minutes gone. Juventus celebrating the title tonight, simply stronger than the rest.
Set piece. Last person you want to leave inside the 6-yard box alone and free is Gonzalo Higuain. Bench is delighted. They're here for enjoyment. And
Zaniolo, and just caught a little. Zaniolo. Kalinic to challenge. Luxury of leaving out Ronaldo and Dybala. Danilo Europa League match with Sevilla as to who to play in the holding midfield role. He might just make the most of it. Zaniolo. Perotti with the switch. Good football. Who won't reach. So Zaniolo has Kalinic ahead, trying that scissor-like movement.
It wasn't actually a difficult one, just under hit for the second goal. No one on the back post, always amazes.
Squad, but says they're playing higher up the pitch, better mould and help the likes of De Ligt and now Rugani. Giovanni Martusciello, who we saw on the side here. Lovely exchange between the three of them. The return from Matuidi and Zanimakia, leaving it for Frabotta. And the fullback coming up there and drilling one only just wide. Perotti, temporarily held up by Danilo. VR now. Calafiori. Matuidi. Club's list of preferred players to sign this summer. Potential and a very mature head on his shoulders. Foul by Ibanez. Going Muratori sliding in rather needlessly. What can they manufacture here? Fazio climbs. Szczesny got a good hand to it. Oh, and how about that for a finish? Calafiori thumps it in. Really a wonderful moment to remember for Calafiori. Another. Could have been a couple of players offside. I mentioned Szczesny appealing. Didn't see anything at the spot important for Roma. Straight into the group stages of UEFA's Europa. Higuain with a flick through around the world to make that decision. Calafiori here. And this time he wins a penalty. This young man having a debut to remember.
Excellent. Well done, young man.
Scored in the reverse fixture at the Olimpico, makes it 2-1 to Roma.
Szczesny smiling because he guessed. Normally Perotti would psych them out by just running up slowly as he did, give a little skip beforehand and wait for the keeper, but Szczesny actually waited a long time and guessed correctly.
The toes there of Danilo. Zaniolo on the turn. I know one or two leagues have suggested or have already put in play for a month's time. Now Danilo. Oh, and that's reckless from Perotti, yellow card. Two-man wall. Bernardeschi with it. Line of Juventus 1, Roma 2. Yep. And here's Higuain. He's made an angle for himself, and
it's just that little turn there that gets
VR forward. Kalinic They help them on to a 2-1 win. That's the scoreline here now, and here's Hіghlіghts! And that's a fine save by Szczesny.
It is, because he had to readjust as well.
Juventuss debutant starters here.
Injury to someone.
Rabota here. That's a decent ball in. Zaniolo allowed to run here. Dangerous this for Juve. Lovely ball through as well, and that's a super goal. Well, that was crafted in sublime fashion, and Nicolo Zaniolo, who initially stole the ball here, running away from his marker, and the ball into Perotti was a fine one, and it's a second goal for Perotti. Zaniolo goes for goal himself. Hіghlіghts straight away on the front foot there, was able to play a brief but very effective part when he had his last Serie A action against...
Scoring a couple of important goals, and here tonight starting just...
And that's a clever cut back as well, and well, so nearly a goal for R0ma.
Great running, wasn't it, from deep from R0ma. There's a confidence just to hit it first time as well. Found really well by...
There's the talent on the bench. And Matuidi chasing this. Out comes
R0ma have scored more than Juventuss.
Perotti has been credited with his... Off goes Zaniolo.
Demand, of course, the ball and try and score.
Zaniolo working hard. Matuidi Sasio staying wide. Here's Hіghlіghts slipping Matuidi and held back in the process. Bypassing Ramsey. Zaniolo tried to spreading the play beautifully again. Villar's come up in support too. And Szczesny down with what was... Maurizio Sarri. Hіghlіghts spotting Szczesny, but not deep enough to find any of them. Juventus looking to pull one back here, and it has Fusato scrambling. The third behind Juve and Napoli the year before that. Zaniolo goes down. The foul given against Bruno Perez. Having missed out as Capo have 17 minutes to keep the unbeaten home record. Olivieri is ignored. Murator, he's not on the bench. Not in that sense, anyway. Serie A since May 2019 at Sampdoria. No one wants to finish. And Roma in search of a fourth with Zappacosta.
So close, had to go for goal as well. There was no one there. No.
Ramsey's eased his way forward as well. And as they worked the open. Well, Paulo Fonseca. Scored 4 years ago, is under threat. Out the under-23s, and the fact that Andrea Pirlo has taken over as their new coach. Also successful, their third consecutive Scudetto. Rabota. Looks as if it's going the way things stand. Olivieri going forward. And, well,
looking for a foul. If it was in a black and white shirt, that...
Two goalkeepers at Paulo Fonseca's disposal. Cardinale there.
But Smalling with an excellent leap.
The stronger. And Hіghlіghts tees up the chance. And Hіghlіghts flips it up and over. Just Juve rested a few players at the back end of the last...
That has put a stop to that. Well positioned to make that interception. Jordan Henderson